I don't have to tell you that agriculture is facing incredible pressures and increasing challenges all over the world due to an increasing growth in population. I don't have to tell you that climate change is reducing crop yields by 25% year over year. I don't have to tell you that there is an increasing demand, and there's an increasing demand for food growth, which will increase the demand by 50% of food growth, producing, processing, and shipping. Moreover, there needs to be additional data analysts, data scientists, and data agronomists and agriculture scientists to work with the enormous amount of data that we are being produced. So, enter the 2013 Open Data Executive Order. This was designed primarily to gather all the available executive information and data in all the federal government agencies and put it out into a public forum for access by agencies, access by the American public, private and public organizations for development of new products and new organizations. Open data is the fuel which announces and innovates agriculture, innovates business, and promotes scientific discovery. Agriculture energizes the American public by providing opportunities for investment and population development. Agriculture and open data also provides public-private partnerships for you to develop new and inventive challenges, such as the ones we are describing today. So, I am going around, I am attending all of these meetings, and I'm thinking to myself, they're talking about data. They're talking about why there aren't enough resources. They're talking about that they need more data scientists, more data agronomists, more agriculture scientists. They're talking about 23.5 million people living in food deserts. That's areas where they're not having grocery stores or nutritious foods. 6.5 of those 23.5 million are children. 1% of Americans are only in agriculture or the business of agriculture. So I'm looking around saying, so what's wrong with this picture? I look around the audience, I look around my colleagues, and I realize no one looks like me. So I say, maybe they're not looking in the right places. Maybe they're not expanding their reach. Maybe they're not looking in the right areas for these new agriculture scientists and agriculture data analysts. So I suggest, what about urban kids? I grew up in West Philadelphia. I'm an urban kid. What about urban kids? That's the answer I got. Are you kidding me? Urban kids in agriculture? Have you lost your mind? So I go to my CIO, Cheryl Cook, and I tell her, I want to do this urban camp for youth. She says, oh, of course, go forth and do, but you have no budget. The word no, the word impossible, the word you can't do it, the word it hasn't been done here before gets me really excited because I want to prove that I can, I will, and I'll do. So I got a coalition of the willing and got a group of people together who supported my idea, and we went to the governance lab, who was headed by Beth Novak, who you saw earlier in a video, and her team for development of a curriculum in open data, science, technology, engineering, agriculture, and math summer camp for youth. The camp is totally free. We exist on the donations of organizations, sponsors, and the component USDA agencies. So we had an open house, invited everybody who was interested in perhaps enrolling their young people into this innovative new camp. The parents were so excited. Free. 2 weeks out of the house. My gosh, sign them up now. The kids, not so much. Oh my God, they roll their eyes around in their head. They're trying to turn me into a farmer. Not true. So I start out like I normally start out most of my presentations. They used to call me the singing, dancing deputy when I was at agriculture. I started out with a song. Open data will rock you. So they looked at me and I said, open data is no longer Beverly Hillbillies and Green Acres. Well, I got the strangest looks from the young people and even some of the parents. And I told them, go look it up. It's the first tenet of our camp. Do your research. I didn't tell them what it was. I didn't even explain what Beverly Hillbillies and Green Acres were. But I told them to go look it up. So they did. Not only that, I told them that I showed them pictures of drones and of flying machines and of new age self-driving tractors that run on the Xbox operating system. Boy, they were absolutely fascinated. Then, once they started leaning in, and they started paying a little closer attention, and then I dropped on them the money ball. Agriculture business is where it's at. You get health care, 401k, benefits, bonuses when you sign, bonuses if you stay, bonuses if you bring your young people in, bonuses if you bring your friends to the table. Silence. The next thing I said was, how much do you make? The average person with a bachelor's degree in any discipline, if they go into agribusiness, can make $87,500 when you graduate. There was almost leaping and jumping in the room. The parents were excited because they realized their young people were going to be gainfully employed after college and not move home. The young people were excited because they were going to be gainfully employed after college and not move home. So we had consensus there. No longer Beverly Hillbillies, no longer Green Acres. So we have self-driving tractors, drones, tractors that are being driven with tablets and joysticks. Oh, and newsflash, Google did not come up with the first autonomous vehicle. It was AGR, ICU, LTURE, agriculture. We are science, technology, engineering, agriculture, and math. Coding. Our camp doesn't do coding. Coding is wonderful, coding is good, coding is fine, it has a purpose. And I love that there are so much interest in coding. But once you code, who's going to analyze and present the data? You have to have somebody that's going to actually interpret the information that's being generated. That's what our camp does. Our camp exposes the young people to the data. It engages them in data analytics and data visualization. It raises their awareness of data, but not only that, but of good data management practices. So, I'm going to give you a math test. First year of the camp, we had 30 kids. Second year of the camp, we have 40 kids. 5 kids from the first camp came back to the second camp. 3 kids from those 5 kids decided upon graduation in 2016 that they were going to go into agriculture science, data science, or agronomy, or other types of data science. So that means a 10% return on investment. The young lady standing at the podium is a prime example. Excellent person, just fabulous. Came from the public school system. Got interested in her 2-year tender because she came in 2015, she came in 2016, into entomology. Bugs, fine. I don't like bugs, she likes bugs, that's okay. She got a full scholarship to Florida A&M. Books, everything paid for, she turned it down. I know, we did the same thing. She did her research, what we taught her how to do. She looked at all the colleges in the United States and found that Bryn Mawr University graduates the highest percentage of female scientists in the United States. Guess where she's going? She went to Bryn Mawr, and she's a sophomore this year and doing extremely well. We challenge their thoughts. We teach them how to think. We ask their opinion. We advise them on doing research. In the part of their research, we ask them to create these, what we call zines, or miniature magazines that document their procedures and document their journey. Open data. We went to, on one of our field trips to the District of Columbia, University of the District of Columbia, where they have the largest urban agriculture rooftop garden in the United States, 145 acres. Right in these kids' backyards. They didn't know about it. I didn't know about it. What a life. We got them to find out where their vegetables come from. They picked their vegetables. They tasted their vegetables. They actually cooked the vegetables that they picked. This was the only camp of its kind throughout the entire federal system. It drew the attention of the White House and the CTO, Megan Smith. After I left federal government service in January of 2017, I was approached by the University of California Agriculture and Natural Resources. They asked me if I could replicate this camp out in California. Anxious and excited to keep this dream alive, I said, absolutely. So we did that. We replicated the camp out in California with cooperation of University of California, located at the Sacramento City College. They did the same thing. They actually went to a garden. They actually gathered the data. They took notes. They debated the data. They analyzed the data. They discussed the data. And in 2 weeks, these kids are able to use data and visualization tools that most adults can't even begin to think about using and produce these storytelling infographics and electronic posters. So where are the people going to come from that is going to help save our climate as well as produce new food? Right here, right there, right in our inner cities. I have confidence in these young people and what they are going to be able to do. They are our superheroes. They are going to be our plant breeders that are going to fight plant diseases. They are also going to be able to boost food production and help us with our climate. Open data is the word. Open data, have you heard? Open data is the word. Open data, have you heard? Open data, open data. When I say open, you say data. Open, data. Open. Data. When I say open, you say data. Open, data. Open. Data. Open data will rock you. STEAM camp.
My name's Allison.
I'm James.
I'm Adam.
I'm Ian.
And we're Water and Drought.
Hi, I'm Evan.
Hi, my name's Aaliyah.
I'm Henry.
I'm Carmen.
And we are
Urban Agriculture.
I chose this.
Hi, my name is Trinity Hayes.
I'm Emily Chu.
I'm Golden Tree.
I'm Farai Harris.
And we are the Food Sustainability Group.
Hi, my name is Grace Tan.
My name is Kayla Toy.
I'm Angela Lynn. I'm Azalea Becker.
And Nicole Danawichaya.
And we are Team
Food
Waste.
These kids came up with their own topics. We provide them with an application, and in that application, we ask them why they want to attend the Open Data STEAM Summer Camp. One of the answers was, I live in California, and I'm concerned about water and drought. And I think coming to this camp will help me understand what's going on in California, as well as what items or things that I can do to help. So these kids, based on their essays that they provide to us, then we pick the topics that they are going to be working on. You can either choose to grow and evolve, or you can die. Believe in your future. I believe in going where no one has gone before. I believe that you can trust the kids that are coming along today. I believe that you can give them the opportunity and they will grow and gravitate towards them. Kids have a natural curiosity. We've got to trust that if we give them the tools, the technology, and the availability, they will grab onto it. They are our future. They are our lives. We have to trust and we have to believe. Thank you.